YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the Master Grade Gundam Alex, or Gundam NT-1, which is which is the official term, I believe. And once again, this kit is one of those old Master Grade kits, and I finished building it last night, and it exceeded my expectations. Now, some people get the wrong idea of if it's old, it's a bad kit. No, that's not the case. This is also another kit that proves that old does not mean bad. Okay, first of all, there's a lot of stuff going on with this kit. Not the kit itself, but all the equipment, so I'm going to get rid of those as well. First, what you get, of course, is the Master Grade NT-1 Alex 1 itself. You get some extra polycaps left, so let's get rid of that. And oddly enough, this happens to a lot of old Master Grade where they give you an extra antenna or V-fin. This is the case, but however, the one I'm using is the one that the instruction manual tells you to do. This is like a, I don't know, maybe for coloring purposes, but a full one single piece molded V-fin. So if you're going to use this, you got to color the middle section of the V-fin. So that's that. What else you get is a pilot figurine. You get two, one that goes into the cockpit, and one is this, but you don't actually get a special character like in the anime. You just get a normal Federation pilot figure. So that's kind of odd, but oh well. What else you get is two beam saber effects. Currently I'm going to show you guys with one, so that's that. What else you get is its beam rifle, which I still personally think looks like more of a machine gun. And that's that. And since this is being one of those old Master Grade, you do get the Master Grade 1.0 hands, which I'm currently using. Beyond those two hands, you actually get four more hands. Two fists for each arm, left and right. Just letting you guys know, I'm not going to show that on the kit itself. And two open hands, once again for left and right. So that's that. And you get one gigantic shield, which I really like the design. And that Alex thing, that's not like a color separated piece. That's actually a dry transfer decal, which I should now mention what you get as stickers. First you get all of it, like a lot of stuff. First you get normal stickers. I think that's like the almost same amount as the high grade, where you have the eyes, the head cameras, and the red section for the knees, which I did not use. I colored it in the red Gundam marker like last time. You get a sticker decal sheet, almost identical, but less, what should I say, word sticker decals. You still get the triangle ones as normal sticker decals, just letting you guys know. Lastly, you get a dry transfer. As you can see, I only use one of the most important ones, the main Alex on the shield, and it was kind of tricky to cut it off, but it turned out pretty well. And as you can see on the pile over there is the Chobomb armor parts, a lot of parts. Now, this video might turn out long because how to show you guys to attach the armor, because a lot of people were kind of curious on how the armor attaches onto the kit itself. So I'll try to do this as fast as possible for the kit aspect. Okay, now let's get on to the review as soon as possible. Now, once again, this is the old Master Grade, and one thing I should mention is that those who actually build the Master Grade Gym Quell or Gym Custom might notice that, of course, this came out first, as far as I know, but you will know there's a lot of similarities in terms of the build of the inner frame, because they're actually using the same parts of the inner frame, I believe. Also, the NT-1 Alex was one of the first Gundams that used the 360 cockpit, which can be also seen in the inner frame, which I can't show you guys anymore. Okay, the head looks excellent, like really like the design. Of course, could be just me. It kind of looks a little bit big, but yeah, it's nothing too major. The only thing I added was the face lines on the faceplate, those vents and stuff. I think I should have colored the vents on the side as well in black, but that will be later. Very generic or normal Gundam looking head. The stickers are the eyes and the head cameras on the front and back. Also added more paneling on the back of the head. I don't know why, but it kind of felt like that. Okay, the head articulation can go down that much, up that much, and then 360 shouldn't be an issue. Once again, that V-fin section, that blue section, is a separate piece, and the red chin is also a separate piece. Now, I remember seeing a review mentioning that the chin does not like to stay there. I do not know what that means, but I'm apparently having no issues with that. The main body, nothing too special, pretty excellent, pretty good color separation, nothing too special. But yeah, the cockpit does open, but it doesn't open too much. You gotta see like this. yeah, there's a pilot inside there. I'm not sure if you can see that. You can see the legs at least. So it does what a Master Grade does. Let's see. Now for the arms. Now this I was not aware of until I started building this kit. But for the shoulders, you actually get these rubber material pieces right over here. This is actually rubber. So, of course, you gotta cut off some parts, like the instruction manual tells you, because it comes in a really big chunk of rubber piece. What you need to do, there's a joint, there's like an L-shaped joint here, and you have to put that piece inside that rubber section, which is not an easy task. At the same time, I don't think it wouldn't mind if you don't use that, but of course, the rubber does make the articulation or the joints really stiff on the main arm. So, I guess there's some pros and cons. I'm not sure how it would feel without those, but personally, if I failed to use these rubber materials, I would not have mind not using them at all. So that's one good detail thing, I guess. Once again, these are all panel on the shoulders. That number 4 is a sticker. Those black sections are everything I just panel line. There's a lot of panel lining because this is an old kit. For the arms, okay, they're connected into a ball joint, so there's a middle section ball jointed piece inside between the main body and the shoulder. The arm has really interesting articulation. First of all, you have your typical three, almost a double joint, I guess, but because of the design, it's kind of hindering it. Yeah, almost a double joint. It's not exactly a double joint, but you have two twisting parts. One is the main 360 twist on the main arm, which you usually see. The second being just the arm itself. Oh, give me a second. You can just twist the arm itself. So this really helps a lot to show the Gatling gun, or help posing with the Gatling guns. And 360, despite the rubber piece, you can technically do it. You can technically go on a 360, but you really need to be careful. Not be careful, but you have to check the rubber section time to time to make sure you're not like forcing anything. So, and I'm gonna show the Gatling gun run away. There's a Gatling gun for each arm. Unlike the high grade version, you have to take off and then attach with another piece. The Gatling gun is actually inside. What you can do is lift this cover up, and then you have to pull down the arm a little bit down because there's like a sliding mechanism going on here like that. So there you go. Oh boy. You have a sliding mechanism, and there you go. You have the Gatling gun. Really excellent additional small detail. Yeah, it's one of the few things that you actually see in a kit these days. So you can clamp it shut and then close it up like that. So there's one for each arm, just letting you guys know. And the hands are 1.0 Master Grade hands, nothing too special, nothing too surprising. I think I will show the shield right away. The shield, how this works. Really interesting shield is that you actually have sections where you can take this part off, come on, and then you can either put in one of these 3 holes using this peg. I usually put in the middle because I don't know, it seems to be most fitting area. Now, the hand, you don't really use the hand, it's just for show. There's a clip you use. The way how you connect the shield is that, okay, the shield only connects onto the one side of the arm, which is the blue section here. You have to clip on like that. You can hear a click and it will stay there, firm connection, won't fall off. And of course, taking it off is kind of tricky because, yeah, it kind of, separates the piece like that. And the clip will not fall off easily. And there goes the hand. And I guess I will show the fist hand since the hand fall off. So I'm not going to be showing the left arm too much. Okay, now I just finished showing the shield. I guess I'll show the beam rifle now. The beam rifle, nothing too special. You can technically separate the ammo clip, but you only get one, so I don't think you need to. It doesn't really have any holding issues thanks to the 1.0 hands, and if you can get the trigger, finger at least inside the correct hole, holding the beam rifle itself is no issue at all. Oh boy. Now once again, I kind of made a mistake there. Since there is like multiple twisting areas on the arm, you gotta be aware what part are you twisting. If not, you might actually break something. So there you go. You have the beam rifle. Now, come on, camera. Okay, there we go. We have the beam rifle. No issues holding it. Of course, because of the design, it might be awkward to hold it, but not too bad as you think. And now for the beam saber. As you can see, I'm kind of rushing, so I don't want to take too long for the armor part. The beam saber, once again, you can just attach it. It just pops out from the back, and then you just need to hold it. was using the 1.0 hands, no issues at all. It has a firm connection. Well, not, it can hold it, pretty well. It's not like there's a peg and hold system on the beam saber itself. So that's that. Okay, and finally, now let's go back to its articulation. Now the arm itself, I forgot to mention, like the high grade, it can almost go 90 degrees to the side like that. And then the front skirt, they're each individual pieces. Surprisingly, same goes for the back skirt armor. So that's that. And you have these thrusters that can move a little bit. That's that. And the backpack might also kind of require some panel lining. I forgot to do that last night. I was kind of tired. And the side skirts don't move that much like the high grade version. Surprisingly, this does not have any side swivels, but considering its age, I am not surprised. The legs can go 90 degrees up front. Since there's no side swivels or anything, it's connected to a ball joint. You can't go to the side, but you do get a decent bend. Well, not exactly much, but enough for the kit itself. And you have your typical ball jointed, connected feet. That's that. Overall, the design itself is pretty nice, and the kit itself is a pretty solid kit. That's one thing for sure. Okay, now let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay, now let's get to the Chobam armor. Now, the way how this connects is that there's the armor parts itself does not actually connect to the main kit itself. There's no holes or pegs for the armor. The way how they connect is everything is based on how everything like connects with each other, the armor parts itself. So I'm gonna get started right away. Usually the way how this starts is to start with the arm. So basically, I think I'll show each part, like one arm, one leg, and the main body, and I'll show you guys the entire completed form. So let's get going. Okay, this is the leg part. Sorry, there's a lot of pieces here, so it's kind of difficult to get organized neatly. But yeah, okay, here's the leg parts. As you can see, there's these two polycap things or ish things. What you do is just connect these two using those polycaps. I know they're not, so basically for the legs, once you start like connecting the polycaps onto the legs like that, they will feel a little bit wobbly. So not as firm as the high grade version, but it does get the job done. And of course, kind of connecting these other side sections of the legs can be tricky. You just need to connect the peg. However, they do not like tend to go in like perfect fit. You gotta like work your way around it somehow. As you can see, I'm not doing a very good job with that, but yeah, it works at least. And then the one with the X goes into the inside. Okay, so I'm not gonna do like this like a perfect run, but I'm just gonna show you like a demonstration. So sorry for the messy looking thing, but I'm just gonna showing you a demonstration. So that's that. Now for the arms, the way how this works is that you just clip it in like that, and then you get another piece. Oh, come on. You get a piece and then you attach it like that. Once again, every connection does not like have this firm feeling, but they basically stay in there. And once again, it's kind of difficult to do this in front of the camera. Okay, so that's that. We got the arm. And then let's go on for the shoulders. Actually, the shoulders are the most like easy part to do. Once again, you have to take this part off, and then there's a hole here, and then there's like and you put it on the top of the shoulder like that. Close it shut, and then attach the armor next again, because on the shoulder there's a hole here, so that part actually connects to that hole once more. Okay, that's that. One thing I should mention is the front skirt. I don't know why, but the front skirt has the least secure feeling into it. You just like you just slap it on there. It's not like you hear a click noise or anything. For the back, the reason I took off the beam saber is like the high grade version. Unless you do it like the instruction manual tells you to do, you don't really need to. But for convenience, I usually take it off, and then you just slide it into the back. And then for the front, there's actually a armor piece for the front as well. Now this part is the most firm connection. There's like these polycaps that are inside here, and they make a firm connection. Okay. That's that. And then finally, I guess, would be the back skirt. Back skirt, just there's a hole here, peg, just connect. Now, once again, I suggest you do this first before the main body. So you're gonna have to like jiggle it around a bit. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I will be back with its completed Chobam armor form. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with the Chobam armor entirely, connected. Now, sorry for the previous part because these parts, they have like, especially the side parts, they have a left and right differences. So that's why it kind of looked messy at first. But here it is with the Chobam armor attached. Personally, I don't like the Chobam armor because of its concept, and I don't think it's really a practical thing. But with the Chobam armor on, there's a lot of some hindrance. I mean, well, not really. The articulation still is pretty good in my opinion. I mean, you can still bend the arm, but not as much. So yeah, the legs, because of the armor, you don't move that much. The bend is pretty much the same as usual. One thing, oh, I forgot to mention, like I forgot to put the beam sabers back in, but like if it makes a big difference. One thing I find interesting is the cockpit section where you can actually lift this part off, but I think that's as far as I can go. So yeah, they did try to they did try to follow what the anime showed us, but I think they did a pretty good job. With this, you cannot attach the shield because there's no area to clip on the beam rifle. I mean, if you can, I guess you can work your way around, but yeah, you won't be doing like much poses with the beam rifle as well. Anyway, that was the review of the Master Grade Gundam NT-1 Alex. Once again, this is a pretty solid kit, and yeah, for me, I'm pretty much going to display this without the Chobam armor. With the Chobam armor, there's a lot of stuff you can't do anymore. Like you don't have access to the Gatling gun anymore. But with the Gundam Alex itself, it's a very solid kit, fun kit to build, and fun kit to play and pose with. So I can recommend this to anyone. I mean, if you have a friend who's getting into who wants to get into master grades, but things that are like expensive, like suggest this one. It's a pretty cheap master grade for its price, and the quality is not bad at all. But of course, I would love to see a updated version, like a 2.0 version of this. Because there are some aspects or stuff that that will bug some people, but that could be just me. Anyway, thank you for watching. This was the review of the Master Grade NT-1 Alex. Sorry for the messy ending and the armor putting on process because it's not a really easy thing to do in front of the camera, and it's getting hot in my country. Okay, well, once again, thank you for watching the review. If you found this review informative or interesting, please like my videos and also subscribe to my channel. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews on, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!